Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's look, I do this really fun like pastel makeup look and I try a bunch of products out. So it was really fun for me. I really liked it. So my ear is like itchy. You'll see me like itching it a bunch of times throughout the video. I'm not picking my ears, I swear. I'm just like itchy. Anyway, so random. Just keep watching the video. Literally just keep. All right, so today is probably not the best day to be trying out a tinted moisturizer because my skin is acting up a little bit, as you can see, so that is a little bit unfortunate for me, but it's fine. I have a lot of products here to work with, so hopefully it ends up looking good. The tinted moisturizer we're going to use is the ColourPop one, so I have the matching primer that I want to use with it just because it's from the same line, so I'm assuming they work well together, and then I also have the setting mist that we're going to use later on, so yeah, so let's just start with the primer. This is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hydrating Hyaluronic Acid Primer. I had it in my little mini fridge over there, so it's going to be nice and cold and super refreshing, which I love. So I did one pump on the back of my hand, my SL Miss Glam Madison Miller MO2 Full Foundation Brush to apply the primer. Yeah, this feels so good because it's nice and cool. I'm probably going to be looking super like dewy and fresh with all these products because they all have the hyaluronic acid in them. I'm really excited. I've heard great things about the tinted moisturizer, so I just hope it looks good because my skin is acting up a little bit like I said, but if anything we'll just go in a little more concealer. I also don't know how the shade is going to be, but we'll just try it out. All right, so there we have the primer applied. Now I'm gonna do my brows really quick. This is the Makeup Revolution soap styler. So I'm just gonna do this super quick, and I'm using the Morphe R44 brush. I like really need to wash my brushes. I think I'm gonna do that tonight or after this video. I haven't washed them in like, I think 2 weeks. Just use my Patrick Ta spray, activate the soap. You can literally use any like water even or any setting spray you have. All right, let's try out this tinted moisturizer here. This is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Tinted Moisturizer. I got this at Ulta. It's in the shade Light 8N. I don't know how this is gonna be, but we shall see. So this is the packaging. Cute. It has a pump. So I guess we'll do like one pump to see how that is. I probably will build it up to 2 since my skin is a little crazy right now. I'm just gonna take my e.l.f. sponge. I don't know if I've ever used a tinted moisturizer. Yeah, so very light coverage, which is expected because it's just a tinted moisturizer. I feel like I will love this when my skin is a little bit more cleared up because when my skin is doing well, I usually use a very light layer of foundation anyway. So this will be really nice. It literally just looks like my skin. I think the color is like fine. Yeah, so there we have that. I guess I'll do another pump just to see if it like builds up a little bit. Okay, yeah, it builds. I like this a lot. I already know I'm gonna like it when my skin is doing a little bit better. Love the finish. It's like super dewy. Love that. I'm gonna do like half a pump just to drag down my neck a little bit. My face is like so much tanner than my body right now. I think it's just from like when I go outside, like I go on walks and stuff, or like I just sit outside on the deck, like my face gets color while I'm doing that. So my face is like so much, like my foundation or like my tinted moisturizer matches my face like pretty well, I would say. My face just looks a little bit red because I just applied that primer and I did all my skincare. It has nothing to do with the products. It's just like when I touch my face a lot, that's what happens. But yeah, my face is just like a lot tanner than my body right now, which I feel like for most people, like, their bodies are usually much tanner than their face, but that's usually when they fake tan. I'm literally rambling. Move on, we're gonna just do like a few steps really quick that I've shown you guys before, and then we'll move on to another product. We're gonna do concealer. I'm like moving down a little bit, sorry, I'm just like more comfortable. This is the Makeup Revolution Eye Bright Illuminating Under Eye Concealer in the shade Light, and I'm just going to apply this under my eyes, my chin, upper lip, my nose, and this little guy, it was like a mini pimple, but now it's like a little scab, so that's why it's so red. And just cover these blemishes a little bit, and then we're going to use our concealer as like eye primer as always, but we're not going to set it with powder. Also, I have like a little bit left over liner glue, that Kiss liner glue I was telling you guys about, because I used it last night when I was doing a makeup look. So yeah, it's kind of hard to get off. That's the only downside I would say about it. So that's why there's like a little bit of residue there. So hopefully that gets covered up. So I'm liking how this is looking because I just like used the concealer on my spots, and then the rest of my face has like a light amount of that tinted moisturizer, and I really like this. I feel like I'm gonna love it for the summertime because it's just really light, although I don't usually wear too much face makeup in the summer. All right, I think this looks really good. I love how like dewy and like fresh I look. I mean, it fits the whole pretty fresh vibe of it, so that makes sense. We're gonna do some cream contour with the same product, just in the shade Caramel. And I'm just gonna dot this on my cheekbones and my forehead and my jawline a little bit, and that's it. And then we're gonna use the back of my sponge to blend this out. Over with a little bit more concealer on a few of my blemishes. Also, a really funny story. I mean, kind of not funny, but also like I think it's hilarious. I was working out this morning. I'm just gonna quickly do some cream blush while I'm talking. This is the Milani Cheek Kiss Liquid Blush in the shade Nude Flush. I was working out this morning, and I was like 3 reps into my workout, and I was doing like ground to overhead presses. So I was like taking the dumbbells and like doing a ground to overhead press, like, you know, and I was pressing it up, and then I was going to like bring it down, and I literally hit my head with the dumbbell, and it hurt. So that was really fun for me. I just started my workout, and I was like, oh, we love giving yourself a concussion. Not actually, I didn't actually get a concussion, but that could have happened, and that was kind of scary, but it's literally fine. I had like a little red mark, and it like kind of hurts to touch it. I feel like I'm gonna get a bump. I don't know. I'm like so clumsy like that. Let's powder a little bit. I'm just gonna tap out the creases in my lids. We're probably gonna have to do that again before we go in with shadow. We're not setting our lids with powder. We're gonna keep it nice and tacky for the shadows, but for the rest of my face for powder, I'm gonna use the Maybelline Fit Me Set and Smooth Normal to Dry Pressed Powder in the shade Porcelain. And I'm taking this Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH07 brush to apply it just under my eyes, and I'm just tapping it in. And I'm going to just set my nose. I'm gonna have like this little red spot, but whatever. Also gonna set this under my cheek a little bit, like my jaw area. Literally just everywhere besides my actual cheek area where we did the cream contour, and like the perimeters of my face. Otherwise, we're gonna set like the entire center. These products are really dewy and natural looking. Like my natural oils just shine through throughout the day. Now we can get into bronzer. I have a different product here that I got at Ulta. This is the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder Palette in the shade Better Than Vacation Tan. I don't know if they have another. I think they have a set of them, but I thought this was so cute. It comes to the mirror, which is actually really good quality. Wait, my makeup looks really good. Like, other than my spots and stuff, but like, I really like the way this is looking. All right, fire. We love that for me. I'm gonna take this little plastic thing off. But I have one of the Sun Club bronzers, but I think it has a little bit of shimmer to it, but I might be making that up. I don't know, it's in my drawer somewhere. But I thought this palette was so nice, and it would even be good for a kit. I don't know which bronzer I want to go in with. I think I'm gonna go with this one. I don't need it too dark. Let's take a bronzer brush. Let's do this Juno & Co. angled brush. So, what did I say I was gonna use? Oh, this one. So I'm going in with this one right here. I don't know how much I should use. I'm already pretty bronzed. Oh, that is so nice. Essence is such, oh, that's a little warm. I'm gonna have to tone that down with powder. Very pigmented. That looks good. Really like this. Essence is such a good brand. Like, they have a lot of hits. I think there's only been like one thing that I didn't like love from them, and I think it was their eyeshadow palette, and it wasn't even bad. It was just like amazing, you know? But it's also like such a cheap brand, so I wasn't expecting it to be, but oh my god, I love this. Their blushes are really nice, lip liners really nice, and I love that they're so cheap. I'm really just gonna bronze up my neck and like chest area because I am just another shade, but I honestly don't even care. I like to make myself more bronzy. All right, I am looking super bronzy. I'm gonna do my nose really quick, and then we're gonna have to like blend this out with some powder because it's a little bit too warm. Contour my nose a little bit with the Morphe E62 brush, and just go down the sides of my nose slightly. Okay. That looks good. Let's go in with a little bit more of that powder on that same brush. I'm just going to kind of blend over the bronzer a little bit. Yeah, that looks better. See? A little bit more natural. Next time I'll have to try like a different shade in the palette. Now we can do some powder blush. I'm gonna just use my normal Buxom Wanderlust primer infused blush in the shade Dolly, but I have a brush here that I want to try from Real Techniques. It's the Custom Cheek for Blush and Highlighter. Why'd I say it like that? Highlighter. Oh, okay. It says 3-in-1 brush for sheer, medium, or focused application. So you can like change the shape of the brush kinda. And I was very intrigued by it. So hold on, I have to figure out how to open this first without breaking a nail. So here we have the brush. It's like this, I don't know. And then it's the 412 brush. And then it has a little adjuster here. So this is the minimum, and then mid, and then, oh, so you can close all the way. Kind of cool for travel. So you can honestly just make it like however much you want. I'm gonna keep it on the fullest for the blush, but you could have it like super small and do like some highlight or something. I don't know. I feel like I would use this mostly for blush. I wouldn't really use it for highlight, but let's give it a go. I'm gonna just dip into my blush here. I love Real Techniques brushes. I think they're great. They're super soft. And they're like affordable, but not at the same time. Also, this blush has like such a nice sheen to it. It kind of looks like I have highlighter on. Like, they're not super cheap where they're gonna like break and stuff. Like, I have Real Techniques brushes that I've had for years and years and years. Like, I just love them so much. And they have a lot of different brushes. Oh, I love this so much. I love this brush. It applied it so nice, and it's super soft. Cool, I love that. Let's take the palette. This is the BH Cosmetics Lost in Los Angeles 16 color shadow palette. Super cute. Again, they had it at Ulta. It doesn't have a mirror. It has like this little star thing on top. Ooh, I just hit my finger into a shadow by accident. So this is it. It has square pans, and I'm excited to get into it. We're gonna do a little green blue moment. We have this green shirt on. I didn't do that on purpose, but do what you will with that. So let's get into it a little bit. Let's take the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH31 brush. It's a little like tapered blending brush, and we're gonna take the shade Dreamer here. We're gonna do a little pastel. Oh my god, this just stuck to me. A little pastel moment. I don't know how pigmented this is gonna be, so we're just gonna try that much and see how it goes. We're gonna blend this into our outer corner. All right, we have to build it up here. I wasn't sure how much to go in with. All right, there we have it. I also probably should have done my eyes first just in case there was fallout, but looks good so far. And I'm kind of trying to pull it out a little bit, bringing it into the crease a little bit as well. For how cheap the palette is, the brand and stuff, it honestly looks really good. And do the same thing on the other eye. Now we can go into some blue here. Let's take the Morphe E17 brush right here. It's a little bit smaller. And we're gonna take the shade LAX, which is this blue shadow. We're going to put this on our inner crease area and blend it into that green. So that's one little coat. I'm gonna go in and build it up. Oh, that is so pretty. The shades blend really nicely together as well. So even though these shadows are pastel and light, they're very bright and pigmented. So they look really good, I think. Let's go into the waterline. I'm gonna take the ColourPop BFF Creme Gel Liner in the shade Prant. It's like a blue. I don't know if it's gonna match this blue that well, but we will try. Gonna pop a color down there. Now let's add a little bit of a pinky purple shade to our lower lash line. I'm gonna take the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH40 brush, super tiny blending brush. I'm gonna take the shade Abbott Kinney right here, right on the very tip of the brush. And we're going to bring this halfway into our lower lash line. I'm just gonna build it up. Let's go in and do kind of a cut crease, but not really because we're not gonna use concealer. I'm gonna take the Morphe M224 brush. It's a really flat packer brush. I'm gonna take the white shade called the Abbey. And we're going to build this up on our lid and kind of just carve it out to give us some shape. Experiencing some fallout with the white, but thankfully it's just white, so it's not gonna mess up our face at all. I'm just taking my finger and kind of blending the white into the edge of that green. So I think that looks really good. It lightens it up a lot. Let's just drag some of the white down into our inner corner and blend it into our lower lash line a little bit. And then we can just curl our lashes and apply some mascara. I'm gonna do the Maybelline Sky High. This has been my favorite lately. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that super quick. All right, so there we have it. I did one super light coat of the mascara because I wanted them super light and fluffy looking, and I did a little bit to my lower lashes as well. I tried really hard not to get any on my lid, but of course we did. So we're gonna let that dry down a little bit. I'm gonna do some highlighter. I'm gonna do the L'Oreal True Match Lumique Lotion Natural Glow Enhancer in the shade Light Glow. I'm gonna apply this to my cheekbones and probably the temples of my forehead, right here. I don't know, we'll see. I applied some to the back of my hand. Maybe we'll just do the cheekbones because this look is gonna get very dewy, very fast with all these base products. Super pretty. I'll just do whatever's left on the sponge and apply it to the sides of the forehead. And then we'll do nose highlight really quick. I'm going to do the Makeup Revolution Highlighter Reloaded in the shade Raise the Bar. Morphe M431 pencil brush. And just apply a little bit here. Although I probably could have gone with like a more cool toned highlight because our eyes have like a cool vibe going, but whatever. All right, so now we have some lip products to try out here. I first have this lip liner, which I've heard great things about this lip liner, about this shade specifically. It's the NYX lip pencil in the shade, well, I think it's the Slim Pencil, shade Natural. So I'm super excited to try this. I also got the shade Nude Beige because I heard that shade was really good too, so maybe I'll try that in my next video. This is the lip liner. I love the packaging, and it's not retractable to pencils, so let's just try it. I don't know how I feel about the color yet. I'm gonna have to see when I'm done. I do like it. Usually I like to go in with a dark lip liner to add some definition, but it definitely is just a really natural shade. You can totally fill in the lips with this as well. I do like it. I think it looks pretty. I'm going to go with the lip oil now. This is the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Tinted Lip Oil in the shade Bad Apple. So it's like a brighter pink, but since it's a lip oil, it's not that vibrant. So we'll try it out. If I don't like it, I'll switch it out for something else. Yeah, see, like it's not bad at all. And honestly, it probably looks kind of good with the purple. I'm going to leave it on. I think it looks fine. It makes it a little bit more like spring looking. Okay, I really like this. I'm going to take a Q-tip and just dust off these little mascara marks. Let's try out this setting spray. It's the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist. I'm really excited to try this. Again, I've heard great things. So it's like the same color as the primer and like all the packaging. Let's see what the mist is like. So it seems fine, but it has like, it comes out pretty strong, it looks like. So I'm gonna try to hold it pretty far away. Yeah, it's very fine, but it's strong. I just applied a lot of that, but the mist felt like so good. Wow, I really like that. I'm obviously gonna have to see how I like everything. I'm just gonna take the bottom of my sponge and like tap the setting spray in because it's leaving me super dewy. I'll let you guys know like in my next video and stuff how I like the products, but so far I think I liked everything and I love this look. I feel so like pretty in this look. I don't know how to describe it. So yeah, let me take these clips out. I'm gonna go blow out my curtain bangs, I think. And then, although I kind of liked the way my hair looked like pinned back like that, maybe I'll just take bobby pins. Yeah, that looks cute. Even like the one. Maybe I'll just leave the one. Oh, okay. I'm like, I feel like a little girl right now. All right, cool. So that was the video, the makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm getting like back in the makeup vibe. I feel like I go through like little spurts with makeup where like I'll do it like so consistently. The winter, I'm like really into makeup. Like I get like I like doing like fun looks and stuff. And then once it gets like summer out and like my skin tone changes a lot, like I'm not as into it like to do this and stuff. And I just want to like be outside and stuff like that. But I have a lot of like, I'm getting really inspired by a lot of things. So yeah, just stay tuned and yeah, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.